You're probably thinking I could say something like, "Man, only in Venezuela, only in a South American country, only in Mexico, only in China." No, got to be honest, guys. I'm Realist News. Got to keep it real. Only in America, baby. Only in America. FreedomOutpost.com has a great article. I couldn't believe it was real. Texas judge placed on unpaid leave because she's not even a freaking U.S. citizen. Somebody tell me how in the hell. I'll tell you how in the hell. Remember Obama, who doesn't have a birth certificate, who you know is not from this country? Well, the DNC vetted him. He's good. Did you guys actually look up his birth certificate? Absolutely not. But they'll tell you they did. Right, so some committee who's responsible, we dropped the ball. A Texas municipal court judge has been placed on unpaid leave because it was discovered that she is not a U.S. citizen. Judge Young Min Burkett, she's actually Asian, right? Was hired in March of 2015. It was recently discovered that she does not have citizenship in the United States of America. Chairman of the Municipal Court Committee, Councilwoman Lucy Rubio, said that Ms. Burkett's rulings will still stand. Not a citizen? Nope, but they'll still stand. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But she tried someone for murder. I'm still standing. Yeah. No. They should be all done away with. Redo. New judge. Nope. Again, only in America. What? Her rulings will stand? I have a simple question. Would Mr. Burkett or not have had to lie in order to... I think he meant miss. Not a miss. It should be a miss, not a mister. Let me look. Yeah, it's a miss. Well, I was about to say, some of the Chinese people, they all look alike, man. No, they don't. There's a female. I think he meant to say miss. Anyways, would Miss Burkett not have had to lie in order to obtain the job? Is there no question on her application that would ask if, are you a U.S. citizen? Check here. If so, why is she not being prosecuted? Instead of prosecution, Rubio says that Burkett has 90 days to become a U.S. citizen. She also said she is still able to work in the U.S. How can that be? Does she have a valid visa or work permit? Quote, she's a great lady, said Rubio of Burkett. She's a hard worker, very smart. Just a great person. But because she doesn't have that qualification, unfortunately, we had to tell her that she couldn't be removed from the bench and she could not serve. Oh, what a shame. Such a smart lady, such a nice lady. She's not a U.S. citizen. She's not a U.S. citizen. Well, she's such a great, she's so sweet. She's very smart. Well, not a U.S. citizen. Really smart and great lady. Oh, gosh, what do I do? Prosecute? You know darn well there's a checkbox on it. Are you a U.S. citizen? Yes or no? Rather than say, you know what, you did this so badly, you're getting kicked out of the country, you're losing your visa or whatever you may have had. Nope. You got 90 days to become a citizen, baby. How do you like them apples? Rubio says that she doesn't understand how human resources missed the fact that Burkett was not a U.S. citizen. Still, Miss Rubio claims she's a very fair lady. My fair lady, London Bridge is... She's a very fair lady. I've gotten no complaints from her. From her or about her? Because that's two different things. Everybody that has worked with her says she's very pleasant. She's a hardworking individual and would rule very fairly. Well, I know a guy that's not an American citizen that could be the president, and I bet you he'd rule very fairly. He would rule that position very fairly. But he's not a U.S. citizen. Big problem, huh? Yeah, his name's Barack, and he didn't rule very fairly. How can you claim a woman is fair who has apparently not been upfront about the requirements of the job demanding that she's a U.S. citizen? This is an excuse making no matter how great a person Miss Burkett is. However, at least one person voiced outrage at what went on. Councilwoman Carolyn Vaughn said, I just think it's terrible. It's just, I am so disgusted with it. Councilwoman Carolyn Vaughn, I'm with you. Even if the lady is a really nice, the judge is a nice person. She ruled fairly. We look at her track record. You know what? She actually did really good. The biggest thing, you've got to be a U.S. citizen. Step number 1. If you can't complete that step, you are done. You can't even go any further. Somehow she made it all the way through. She points out that though Human Resources missed this vital piece of information, the council approves all municipal judges. So ultimately, it falls on people like Miss Rubio and Miss Vaughn. Quote, we're talking about a judge that's not a citizen of the United States, and she's sitting up there ruling on our citizens. I mean, to me, that is a simple thing that should have been checked out, Miss Vaughn says. So why didn't you check it out, Miss Vaughn? Do you not approve Miss Burkett to the bench? Burkett is set to go to San Antonio to expedite her citizenship application, according to Rubio. Why is this important? Well, we are commanded by God to not let foreigners reign over us nor judge us. Deuteronomy 17:15. While it's good that Burkett seeks citizenship, shouldn't she have done this before? She knew she was not a citizen, and yet she sat on the bench as though she were one of us and delivered verdicts against people who committed crimes. Perhaps some of those verdicts might be very close to the lying she engaged in when she took the position as judge. Meaning, they get up there and lied to her face, and I'm going to throw the book at you. Order in the court. You're going to go to jail for 30 days for stealing from Walmart. You lied to me. Judge, your whole entire judgeship is a lie. Or as they said in Elf, you sit on a throne of lies. He's not Santa. He's not Santa. She's not a real citizen. She's not a judge. Nope. We're going to take liars, massive liars, and we're going to give them an opportunity to become a citizen so that they can become judge, stage being a judge. Now, I will say this, okay? If by chance, this lady checked off the box on the application that said, I am not a U.S. citizen yet, and, you have a work visa? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. If she went that far, and I'm going to be getting citizenship within, whatever, a few months. Even so, it's not right. But I will at least said, okay, well, she didn't tell a lie then. She at least told the truth. And it's the bozo commissioners committee, whatever, that made a massive mistake. I guess they're so used to seeing applications knowing, of course, we're just going to glaze massively over that section about citizenship. No one would be trying to become a judge if they're not a citizen. I mean, come on, let's just skip that. It's wasting time. Time is money, baby. Let's go. Then why the hell is it on the application? Don't you have a process in place? Step 1, check this. Step 2, check that. All applicants. Cindy, can you? I've got a new applicant to be judge. Based on her middle name, she's absolutely Asian. Just check this one over to be, it's not a Smith or a John or a Johnson. It's not one of those names. It's, Schmidt, Schmitty. Nope. It is Ming, right? Let me double check. First name, full name. Judge Young. First name is Young. Red flag one. Middle name, Ming. Not Ming, but Mean. M-I-N. Those two names, yeah, we definitely got an issue here. You got an issue, here's a tissue. And instead of a tissue, how about going over the damn application? But we're all pharmaceuticalized up. Everyone's on some kind of pill, which means the council people, they're on some kind of pharmaceuticals. Their brains don't function properly. And this is what, again, this is the best. This is it. This is the best you're going to get. And the best is what, Joe? The best is incompetence at epic levels. That's the best I'm talking about. Epic level of incompetence. Folks, it's as good as it's going to get. This is what we have in this country. That's why I said, no, this isn't China. Although, maybe she's from China, right? That sounds like a Chinese name. Young Mean. That sounds Chinese. I said, only in China or only in Venezuela would this happen. No. Not even in Mexico, right? Only in the USA. I was born in the USA. Actually, no, I wasn't. Excuse me. I was not born in the USA. I checked the box, not a U.S. citizen, circled it, underlined it, highlighted it. You guys still let me on. Just because we love you so much. You're so fair and you're so kind. We want you to be circuit court. How in the hell does this happen? Again, this isn't a matter of someone just looking it over. You have steps you've got to follow, I'm sure, processing the paperwork. And that is the most important things that you must look at when you're processing an application like that. Are you a U.S. citizen? And by the way, that goes for any company, right? Even if someone, Joe, where do you work? I want to see if I can get a job there. Oh yeah, come on, put an application in. Guess what? Guess what's on that application, even at my day job? This YouTube being my night job, if you will. Are you a U.S. citizen? If no, do you have work visa? Are you allowed to work? Whatever, that little subsection. Subsection C, as I like to always call it. Oh, yes, I do. I've got a whatever such and such visa, etc. Oh, okay. Well, we can talk to you. We can possibly hire you. It's one of the most important things ever. It is the top of the most important things ever. It's number one. Only in freaking America. Talk about just going down the toilet, man. Down the damn drain. One thing after another. Take care.